My family, Prince Harry and Meghan, doing everything in their power to always ensure their children are protected and are kept as far away from the UK tabloid press is being proven right time and time again. My family, when Archie and Lilibet, when they grow up, at least we won't have to hear some carnival or so-called experts claiming or pretending that they know Archie and Lilibet. At least we won't have to hear that nonsense from the UK tabloid press. My family, there is something that Harry said, in an interview on Good Morning America that I find very, very important. Harry was speaking about, how fans of Meghan came out to call out the lies being told about Meghan by the media. And the fans, when they saw negative stories, lies being told about Meghan, they said, wait, hold right there. Hold right there. That is not the Meghan that we know. You are lying about Meghan. Here's the truth about Meghan Markle, the Meghan we know. Look at what happened even when the royal family lied that Meghan was a bully. Members of the Suits cast who worked with Meghan for the better part of a decade, they came out and said, you are lying. Meghan is a good human being. Meghan is a kind person. My family, please hear what Harry said himself.
My girlfriend. It was really interesting for me to see the royal correspondence write about my girlfriend with the same techniques that they'd written about previous women marrying into or in relationships with members of my family. And they're coming in almost with a blank slate, and it gives the British press an opportunity to cast them in a particular role. And when Meghan came into the fold, they tried to do that to her as well. But she was coming into a relationship with me in her mid-30s. She had a very public career of which millions of people knew who she was because they'd been following her. But this time, fans and people that knew Meghan were pushing back and saying, that's categorically false. You can't say that based on the fact that we know who she is. It was really...
My family, you've heard Harry's very own words. My family, I would like to apply the same thing that Harry said to Archie and Lilibet. When they grow up, at least we won't have to hear from carnival or so-called experts pretending that they know Archie and Lilibet, that they can cast them into some kind of particular role. At least we won't have to hear that nonsense of them pretending that they know Archie, pretending that they know Princess Lilibet Diana. We won't have to hear those kind of lies. My family, first of all, because Archie and Lilibet are growing up in Montecito, my family, in California. That's where they are growing up, my family. And that's where Harry and Meghan have been living for years now. And clearly will continue living and working there for even more and more years to come. Now, my family, we know that. Now, my family, why am I saying this today? I say this because it's like every single day, it appears to me that we are seeing the UK tabloid press. They are targeting Archie and Lilibet. They want that access to Archie and Lilibet using any means necessary. For example, it has begun with Thomas Markle, who my family has gone on the record and even threatened to sue Harry and Meghan just to forcefully gain access to Archie and Lilibet under the pretense that is a sick grandfather who just wants to see his grandkids. And yet, no interviewer will ask him, have you met your other grandkids? No one will ask him that because the other grandkids won't bring him money in the manner or way Archie and Lilibet clearly will bring him money if he ever gains access to them. My family, we have seen Samantha Markle or Grant Rasmussen even suing Meghan just to try and make some money off of Meghan Markle. How does someone like her sue Meghan, who's a multi-millionaire, without the backing of UK tabloids or the firm? And my family have always said there's someone who is financing Samantha Markle Grant Rasmussen in her court case against Meghan Markle. And the media does that because they want to continue creating storylines, creating drama. And they're using Thomas Markle, Samantha Markle as pawns to try and forcefully intrude into the lives of Harry and Meghan. They don't want Harry and Meghan to experience a moment's worth of peace. After the amazing, successful Invictus Games, we saw what happened. Good Morning Britain brought in Thomas Markle to attack Meghan Markle because they couldn't stand seeing that amazing wave of positive press Harry and Meghan were getting. They could not stand seeing that. And as you all know, the target here is Meghan. It's Meghan who they want to hurt. It's Meghan whom they want to cause great distress to. It's Meghan whom they want to ensure she has no moments worth of peace. Because they do know how important peace is to Meghan. They know that. And as everyone here knows by now, UK media have been trying for a long time and continue to try to abuse Meghan out of Harry's life. So GMB brought in Thomas Markle to attack and abuse Meghan, and they paid him for that interview. If you think Thomas Markle can go on TV and abuse Meghan for free, you are very mistaken. It just doesn't happen. My family, he's obviously paid to be there on Good Morning Britain. And my family, when Thomas Markle was there, he did say something about attempting to sue Harry and Meghan to forcefully gain access to Archie and Lilibet. And if Thomas Markle ever gains access to Archie and Lilibet, it means the tabloids have access to Archie and Lilibet. Because there ain't no way, my family, that he can get a photo of Archie and Lilibet and not sell it to a UK tabloid. There is no way. There is no way. That's how Thomas Markle is known to be by people by now from all across the world. And my family, I'll never forget what Thomas Markle even said in one interview when he was attacking Meghan Markle. He said to, I think, a UK media outlet that Meghan said, when I'm old, that she will take care of me. Time to take care of daddy. My family, and the way he said what he said, it just shows you what this guy has always wanted, what he has always longed for, my family. Money. To make money off of Meghan Markle. His other kids, Samantha Markle, deeply unsuccessful. Thomas Markle is too lazy to get a job. Thomas Markle Jr., that is, too lazy to get a real job. The guy even, I remember Thomas Markle Jr., he went on record and said that Meghan should have done charity on him, on them, Samantha Markle, Thomas Markle Jr., and Thomas Markle. So Meghan should go out and work to feed a full-grown guy like Thomas Markle Jr. Because that is basically what Thomas Markle Jr. was insinuating. Meghan should go out there, sweat, to feed Thomas Markle Jr., who's lazy, to provide for him. And my family, that's what Thomas Markle Jr. said. That Meghan should have done charity on them. Meaning, basically give them money. Pay their bills. And my family, to me, I feel sickened because I keep seeing how they view Meghan as if she was a slave and not a human being, my family. And that is very much sickening. What they do and what they continue to do in this constant, never-ending dehumanization of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. And my family, I want to mention to all of you what is being said even right now, my family. I want to mention to all of you what is being said right now. But before that, it's important to note this. Thomas Markle Jr., Samantha Markle, and Thomas Markle should never ever be allowed anywhere near Meghan, Harry, Archie, or Lilibet Diana. The ones who want them there, inside Harry and Meghan's lives, are those who don't wish well for Prince Harry and Meghan, and you can be sure about that. And my family, sadly, once again, someone else called Tom Quinn, a carnival of so-called expert, has gone on record to once again basically demand for Harry and Meghan to show them their kids, that access to the kids. That's what they want so badly, access to the kids by force, by any means necessary. And no wonder I believe even these moves of Thomas Markle to even threaten to sue Meghan and Harry, there's no way he does that without UK media supporting him, financing him. There is no way possible he does what he does without the backing of the UK tabloid press. And my family, Thomas Markle himself, has benefited a lot from UK media, from his constant attacks towards Meghan Markle. And my family, I'll never also forget of how Thomas Markle said that, and I quote, "It's so trashy for Lilibet to have a birthday on the same day as the Queen's Platinum Jubilee." I won't ever forget. And at that time, Lilibet was celebrating her first birthday, which was around the time also of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. I'll never ever forget that, my family. And my family, basically, that's what Thomas Markle said. And is that kind of a person, should he ever be allowed anywhere near Archie or Lilibet? The answer is no. But my family, clearly, I feel like even though Thomas Markle said, you know what, I don't want to do this, I don't want to sue to see Archie and Lilibet, my family, he basically made a threat. That's what he made. And my family, the tabloids, could use him to try and cause some distress, put some, stress on Harry and Meghan. Remember, for the UK media, cruelty is the point. It's like they like being cruel. They enjoy being cruel. So my family, I hope it never happens. For my family, with Thomas Markle, with how it's controlled by UK media, my family, all I can say, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now, my family, so here is what Tom Quinn said about Archie and Lilibet. As I said yesterday, right now, this constant demands by the media for Archie and Lilibet to be handed over to them is very, very scary. And once again, it continues. They keep demanding for Archie and Lilibet. My family, this guy Tom Quinn has said this. The Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana will never fully escape their background. Are they prisoners that you speak of them in this manner? Harry was never supposed to escape. We do know that for a fact, my family. Harry was never supposed to escape the gilded cage. And that's why more than 3 years after Harry and Meghan fled from Britain, still you're having UK media constantly dreaming about Harry's return to the UK. In fact, whenever Harry is in the UK, it's like breaking news. Harry arrives in Britain. That's how desperate they are. They have even tried to get Harry deported, and they continue to try. That's how desperate they are to get Harry back by force. So my family, Harry was never ever supposed to escape. And so it's scary really to hear them also speaking in this same manner about Archie and Lilibet Diana, Harry and Meghan's children. My family, and Tom Quinn said this, that, he has warned that a lot of trouble is being stored up for Prince Harry and Meghan's children. I view that as a threat. A threat being made. I view this as a threat being made. And my family, I am not surprised. I am really not even surprised for a second. The people who have bullied Harry and Meghan, those who bullied Meghan throughout her pregnancy, are the ones who are pretending right now to care for the welfare of Harry and Meghan's kids. As I've always said, my family, in my life, I have seen hypocrisy, but never, on the level of the UK media. That's just too high. Too high, my family. The level of hypocrisy coming from the UK media is just astounding, my family. Astounding. And very, very huge, my family. And apparently, this warning to Harry and Meghan comes more than 3 years after Harry and Meghan took or made the decision to step down as senior members of the royal family and relocate to America. At the time, the move raised profound questions over what Harry and Meghan's relationship with the monarchy would be outside of it. However, them leaving apparently is having implications for their two kids, Archie and Lilibet. And these implications will come to bear as they get older. My family, whenever I hear this, first of all, I view this as threats. And also, I view this as just being, this carnival or so-called experts desperate to create drama surrounding the next generation of my family of royals. And that is what they want to do, to profit off of them. That's what this carnival or so-called experts want to do, to make money off of them. And Harry and Meghan, on the other hand, here is what they have done. They keep protecting their kids. In the Harry and Meghan docuseries, Harry and Meghan said this: as parents, consent is important. Consent is important. It is their decision to decide whether they'll show their kids or not, whether you'll get a photo of Archie on Archie's birthday or not. And my family, as you've seen, as of recently, Harry and Meghan have not been releasing photos of their kids, even on their birthdays. Why is that? First of all, because they have a right to do that. Secondly, because of the abuse that they have experienced, their kids also have endured whenever Harry and Meghan, release a photo of their kids on their birthday. And no wonder Harry and Meghan don't do it anymore because of abuse and racism. And clearly, from now on, it is going to be pretty difficult, and really rare to have those photos of, Archie and Lilibet. That to me is very, very clear, my family. And good for Harry and Meghan for protecting their kids. Only they get to decide, on the future of their kids. Meghan as a mother, my family in every pregnancy she's ever had, really, from Archie to Lilibet. Meghan has sadly been bullied throughout her pregnancies. And those who bullied them are the ones who want to tell us that somehow they care about Archie and Lilibet. They care about their well-being. No, they don't. They care about finding a way to exploit them. That's what they care about. Of trying to find a way to cause them pain, suffering, distress. That is what they want to cause them. My family, Harry and Meghan, keep protecting your kids. Keep protecting your children, Archie and Lilibet. My family, Tom Quinn said this, that they, Archie and Lilibet, may look across the Atlantic and think, why have our parents done this to us? It would have been much better if we'd been in England. That Archie and Lilibet will wonder why they have been robbed of the glamorous lifestyle that the farm would have afforded them. Glamorous lifestyle? My family, I believe I read Harry's memoir spare. I also believed the person who is saying this, Tom Quinn, also read Harry's memoir spare. And my family, from what we read, from what I read, my family at least, from what I saw, Prince Harry was living more like a pauper than a prince. The guy was begging Charles for money. The guy would shop for clothes from TK Maxx. Clothes which he would get and wear. My family, that clearly, from a good bargain price. And this guy is saying, Archie and Lilibet will wonder, why Harry and Meghan are not, raising them back in the UK with the royal family. My family, have you seen From Cottage? Have you seen Nottingham Cottage, where Harry and Meghan was staying? And then even comparing that to where Harry and Meghan are living right now is an insult. My family, it's an insult. Because Harry and Meghan have definitely super upgraded their lifestyles, my family. And they live in an amazing $14 million home with like 19 bathrooms. I wanted to say 19 bathrooms because the Carnival of so-called experts, they're always so bitter whenever they have to say that, my family. And my family, the thing is, even Harry and Meghan's home does not have really 19 bathrooms. But still, the Carnival of so-called experts, they like to say that because they're better at what Harry and Meghan have right now. The home they were able to pay for, the home that they've been living in for more than 3 years now, they are bitter about that. Bitter about where Harry and Meghan are living right now because they never wanted for Harry and Meghan to have nice things. My family. So Top Queen, stop lying. Stop lying to people. Where Harry and Meghan was staying is Fromo Cottage. First, not called my family, then Fromo Cottage. Whereby even Oprah said you'd never believe it where Harry and Meghan was staying. You'd never believe it. Straight from Oprah. My family, you'd never believe it. A prince staying there. I feel like the home where Meghan was staying, even in Canada, my family, while working on Suits, was far bigger than where Harry was staying. My family, it's not me thinking, it's a fact. Where Meghan was staying in Canada was far bigger than what Harry was living in, Nottingham Cottage. And that's a fact. That is a fact. So, Tom Quinn, you all know that this glamorous lifestyle is reserved for heirs to the throne. It is not for spares. Tom Quinn knows that. The tabloids, they know it. Meghan, in Harry's atmosphere, Harry tells us Meghan would buy sofa, my family, online from IKEA, if I'm not mistaken. Harry would tell us that, and they want to tell us that life there was glamorous? Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. It wasn't, and they know it wasn't. And it never would have been. Not for Harry, not for Meghan, and especially not for Archie or Lili Betana. They are biracial. And the UK media are very racist. Very, very racist. They would never and were never going to treat Archie and Lilibet well compared to their, cousins. There is no way, my family, that they would have been treated with respect and dignity. No way. So my family, Tom Quinn is trying to say that Archie Lilibet will be angry, with Harry and Meghan because Harry and Meghan deprived them of Fromo Cottage, deprived them of life in Nottingham Cottage. Essentially, that's what the guy is saying. A life of asking William, can you give us money to buy some sweets? That was the life that they have been deprived of. Begging William for money. Oh, please. Oh, please. The same William who had Meghan bullied throughout her pregnancy. You to tell me that he would have cared about Archie? In fact, when Archie was born, William did say that I already have a nephew. When asked about, Archie, he said, I already have a nephew. So that guy is going to care about Archie and Lilibet. Please, please. Tom Quinn, stop trying to play games with us. We are not fools here. We are not fools. Please, come on. Stop trying to play games here. We are not fools. You all know that Archie and Lilibet, they never had any intentions of treating Harry and Meghan's kids well. In fact, Meghan told us, why would I give a photo of my son to those who call him the N-word rather than share a photo of my son with those that actually love him? Meghan told us that. And it's true. It's true, my family. Because back in the royal family, she would be expected to give a photo of her son to Daily Mail first before posting a photo of Archie on Instagram or wherever she wanted to post a photo. Those were the basic rules. But Meghan then asked, why would I give a photo of my son to those who bullied me throughout my pregnancy? Why? Does that even make sense? You tell me how that makes sense, and then I'll play the game. Meghan said that. You tell me how that makes sense, and then I'll play the game. You tell me. So my family, this Tom Quinn must be illusional. My family, it also goes to show really what he's basically saying is that they don't want Harry and Meghan to make more money. Even the thought that Meghan right now is working on a new huge commercial venture is scary to the UK media. It's scary to Carnival or so-called experts. It's scary to them that Meghan is working on a new commercial venture. Even that thought in itself is scary for them. In my family, I saw something. You know what? I'll discuss it in another video about basically, UK media talking about, Harry and Meghan working on different projects. With Harry focusing on charity, and Meghan also focusing on charity, but also being able to pay the bills, at home. My family, I'll speak about that later. But essentially, what I am saying is that my family, Archie and Lilibet, will be very grateful that Harry and Meghan love them, protect them, keep them safe, far away from abusers like UK media. Will be thankful to hear their father would say these words. Just because I suffered, I won't allow my kids to suffer. In contrast to how Harry's so-called father told Harry, I suffered, you also will suffer. They'll hear their father did everything in his power to keep them safe. And my family, they'll be thankful for having a good father. A father who protects mommy, who takes care of mommy, who loves mommy, Meghan. They'll be thankful for that, my family. And definitely be thankful their parents are keeping them, my family, far away from the toxic UK tabloid press. And also, my family, Harry and Meghan are working to ensure that Archie and Lilibet always have a roof over their heads. An amazing home in Montecito where they live, my family, and I've been living there for years now. My family, from a cottage and not court or a mansion in Montecito, I know exactly what anyone in the right mind will choose. My family, basically, that's what Tom Quinn has said, my family. My family, and even the worst part really is that Tom Quinn is saying this, that Harry and Meghan also have been warned that Archie and Lilibet will feel horribly trapped in the US. My family, life in the royal family is basically life of being trapped inside a gilded cage. Well, but even Harry longed for freedom. In fact, he told us that when he saw Meghan, he saw a woman who is free. And he would like to join her and enjoy life with her. Harry told us that in his memoirs there. And my family, so this guy, he knows life in the monarchy is life in a gilded cage, more like a prison. And he's like, no, you know what? In the US, now there is where you'll be trapped. But here, all is good and fine. It's a lie. It is a huge, huge lie, my family. It's a huge, huge lie, my family. Life in the monarchy is a life of being trapped. And I'm happy that Archie and Lilibet, are free. Free to chart, a cause in their lives, in what they want to do. As Harry said about Archie, one day he wants to be a pilot, like his father, Prince Harry. Prince Harry was basically someone who flew an Apache helicopter in the military. So Archie sometimes tells Harry, I like to be a pilot. The next day, he wants to be Quasi from Octonauts, my family, as Harry told us. And if you're laughing, it means you've watched it, as Harry said himself. So my family, what Harry and Meghan have done is that they've ensured that Archie Lilibet can be whoever they want to be. Doctor, pilot, actor or actress, like, mommy. They can be whatever they want to be. They are free to choose the cause of their lives. Or if they want life in the monarchy, which I'm hoping they never ever decide that in the future, They can also choose that. It's their choice. It's for them to choose. It's for them to choose. That's what Harry and Meghan have said. It's their choice, their decision to choose. They have options. They are free. My family, I believe that in the future, when they come of age and see what their parents experience, my family, there's no way they'll ever want to be around William. The same William, my family, who went to Northcote to physically attack and assault Harry while trying to turn him against Meghan, who was pregnant at the time with Archie. I feel like if Archie reads that in the future, my family, when mommy was pregnant, William was trying to turn daddy against mommy. My family, in the future, when they see that, there's no way they ever want to be around Prince William. They'll know he's the one who bullied mommy, who attacked Harry. And there's no way they ever want to be around that person. And my family, they'll be doing the right thing. So my family, I believe I have said enough. But it's worrying, really. Very much worrying, really, how the UK tabloid press is talking about, Archie and Lili. It is very, very worrying, my family. My family. And my family, even just hear this Tom Quinn's words, because my family, these words are very, very scary. He says this, and I quote, Harry tried to escape, the farm. And he's trying to make sure his children escape. But you can never fully escape. It is just too difficult. So my family, he then admits that really, life there, now that is being trapped. But he says that, Archie and Lili, they can't fully escape that. Because clearly they intend on intruding on their lives in the future. For clicks, to try and create some drama. My family, I hope that they never ever succeed. And I hope that Harry and Meghan keep on protecting their kids. My family. And even Tom Quinn imagines Archie and Lili being bullied in school. My family. Archie and Lili will never ever endure, the harsh stuff that clearly they would have endured if they were back in the monarchy. They were back in the royal family, really. Harry and Meghan are parents who love their kids, and they'll keep their kids safe. This is not a situation of Charles, whose, father, Philip, sent him to a school whereby he was bullied. That they think that Harry would do the same thing to their kids, to Archie, to Lili. Harry and Meghan are not like that. And they'll always keep their kids safe. And that is a fact. That is a fact, my family. And the best place where Archie and Lili can be is far away from the carnival of so-called experts. And clearly, senior members of the royal family who ensured that Meghan was bullied throughout her pregnancy. From Charles to William to Kate and Camilla. My family, now you tell me your thoughts about what we have just discussed. I want to kindly please hear your my family. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria Ragland. And all of you members of the squad at home. He never wins. Love wins. And stay tuned to the next video. My family, keep praying for Archie and Lilibet, because the wolves, the UK media, clearly are very interested in clearly going after them in the future. Clearly, they have started even right now. May Harry and Meghan keep on keeping their kids safe. May they keep doing that, my family. And once again, we condemn the actions and behavior of the carnival of so-called experts and their never-ending threats towards Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesto Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned for our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.